Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna, and this morning, give me a little time because I'm trying to also go live on our Instagram. How about that? It's time for me to do some live on Instagram as well. So just give me a second so we can get it all together. How about that? How about that this morning, live both on Facebook Live and all the other platforms, as well as Instagram. Been trying to do that for a minute here lately, and finally, I think we got it down pat. Well, this morning it's all about Super Bowl manna. Super Bowl manna. You can't lose with the stuff you're going to use. I always give you a preliminary of the message on a trailer, if you will, on the message that we're going to minister this Sunday. And that's the title of the message. You can go ahead and put it in the chat area. You can't lose with the stuff you use, and is connected to the Super Bowl. You already know. But the first thing, I got to find who's going to win. Who's going to win? Now, Erica Lynn, I know you're going to say the Chiefs. I'm actually going to wear the Chiefs jersey. I'm going to wear the Chiefs jersey. That's nothing wrong with me wearing losers jerseys. I wear the Cowboys jersey all the time. So that ain't nothing new. Good morning, Lena. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Erica. How are you? Verena, how are you? Carolyn, how are you? Valerie, how are you? Who's going to win, Vicky? Who's going to win? Brenda, you say the Chiefs are going to win? Put it in the chat area. I want to know who's going to win. You can't lose with the stuff you use. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. But I want to greet some folk, have a little fun before we get into the word on this morning. El Mobley said the Chiefs. I would imagine that you would say that. Thank you, Verena, for putting in there. You can't lose with the stuff you use. That's right, absolutely. Man, what is all of these Chiefs coming up here for? We got all these Chiefs hearts. Can we give me a break? Really? Really? Valerie saying the Chiefs. Who else is going to win? I guess we are in the Midwest. We are in the Midwest, and I'm not from the East Coast. I really have no, I have, as they say, I have no dog in this fight at all. I'm just, I'm the Cowboys not in, but that doesn't matter. I wouldn't think they're gonna get in anyhow. It's just that I really was rooting for the Ravens. I was really rooting for the Ravens. I wanted Lamar to get that monkey off his back, and I also wanted the Lions to win, Detroit to win, because I wanted them to get that monkey off their back. So now we're stuck with these two teams who've been to the Super Bowl so many times. I mean, give somebody else a break. Really, really. Well, any rate, this is Super Bowl manna this morning. Super Bowl manna. What do I have for you? The text to talk and the takeaway. But I want to greet a couple of more people. Then we're going to get right into the word on this morning. Good morning, Francine. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Valerie. How are you? Patrice, how are you on this morning? That's right. You can't lose with the stuff you use. That's the message for Sunday. That's the message for Sunday. Don't you miss it. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. And it is literally connected to Super Bowl Sunday, of course. Of course. Got to minister that word. So let's jump right into the word on this morning. The text to talk, to take away. And here it is. It's James 2:14 and 17. 2:14 and 17. This is what it says. You already know it. Hear it again for the first time. What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he or she has faith but does not have works? Let's pick up the 17th verse, and it says, if faith by itself does not have works, it's dead. Faith that does not have works is dead. What does that have to do with all I do is win, win, win in the Super Bowl manner on this morning? Here is the deal. This is what I need to share with you. And that is this. There's three things from the text that I want you to grab a hold of. That has to do with faith. You have to practice faith. Do you think that this Sunday that the Chiefs and the 49ers are going to get out there on that field of play without having practice? Without having practice. It's unheard of. If that were to happen, people would say, well, my God, what are they doing? And the team that does not practice the best or the most efficient and know exactly what the opposing side is going to do is the team that's going to lose. But the team that does practice, what does that have to do with the word of God? Romans 12 and 3 says, everybody has a measure of faith. It's just how well and how often are you practicing with the measure that you have? How often are you practicing with the measure of faith that you have? Because that's what we're going to see this Super Bowl Sunday. Somebody is going to have out practiced somebody else. Here's the second thing that I want you to get. You have to employ faith. You have to employ faith. Matthew 8 and 8 says this. It's the story of the centurion who goes and sees Jesus, and he has a servant that is ill, close to death. And he says, will you come, Jesus, and will you heal my servant? And Jesus says, okay, I'm on my way. And he says, no, you don't have to do anything like that. Just speak the word. Jesus says, there's no greater faith that I have seen since I've been here than this centurion man. Why? Because he employed faith. He says, all you got to do is say the word. Not only do you have to practice it with the small things, because the more you practice with small, it will grow. But you have to employ it. Here's the third thing I want you to have in terms of what excuse me, of what it takes to win, and that is a lifestyle of faith. Hebrews 11:6 says this, it's impossible to please God without faith. It's impossible to please him without. Therefore, I should have a lifestyle of faith. I should have a lifestyle of faith. You're talking about the Super Bowl, man, and you talk about, oh, all I do is win, win, win. Well, here you go. Here's the takeaway. All you do is win if you walk by faith and not by sight. All you do is win in this life if you walk by faith and not by sight. This is just a trailer. I got a whole new thing for you on Sunday morning. Hey, the Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you, give you peace. Don't keep this to yourself. And it really doesn't matter to me who wins. I just don't want the Chiefs to win. How about that? God bless you. You have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday morning with more Morning Manna. Bye now. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Bye now.